and welcome back. This is your Sports Boys, and today we'll be breaking down the loss versus the Knicks.
And today we'll be starting off with injuries.
We will first tell you the injuries from the Utah Jazz. Okay, I will be telling you the injuries from the Jazz, and then Ridge will tell you the injuries from the Knicks. The only injury for the Utah Jazz is Micah Potter, who is a center. And also Russell Westbrook, but he isn't actually injured. He's just not playing right now because of the possibility of a buyout by the Jazz. Okay, now Ridge will give you the injuries from the Knicks.
There's only one injury for the Knicks, and it's Mitchell Robinson. Moving on to the stat for the Jazz, and Kaysen will tell you them.
Alright, so here is the stats from the Jazz. Starting off with the all-star starter, Lauri Markkanen, who scored 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And now I'll give the stats from Jordan Clarkson. He had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Colin Sexton also having another great night, scoring 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And don't forget Talen Horton-Tucker with 23 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal. And don't forget about the buzzer beater.
If you watch that buzzer beater, you definitely aren't going to forget about it very easily.
We also have a YouTube short on the buzzer beater too,
which you should definitely watch after this video. Okay, now Ridge will give you the stats from the Knicks.
Starting off with Jalen Brunson with 38 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And now Julius Randle having another great night with 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Those stats are nothing new for Julius Randle. Also, RJ Barrett having a good night. He could have been traded, but he has 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.
So definitely a smart move not to trade him. I think part of the reason he didn't get traded was actually their head coach.
And this Q Grimes on the New York Knicks with 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Kind of an interesting stat line.
Yeah, that's probably the most impressive stat line out of them all.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of hard to get one everything.
Definitely not the most common stat line. Now probably the biggest part of this podcast is the trades. And they are coming up right now. So I know I was really surprised by this trade and also a little bit mad after I watched the game. And they looked so bad. Also, something interesting is Ridge and me watched that game in person, so that was pretty cool. Even though they were really bad that game, but it was still fun. Okay, here are the players who got traded in this deal. It was a 3-team trade.
We traded away Mike Conley, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and 3 future second-round picks,
which these went to the Minnesota Timberwolves in this trade.
The Los Angeles Lakers received Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley from the Jazz and D'Angelo Russell from the T-Wolves. The Jazz will be getting Russell Westbrook, Juwan Toscano-Anderson, Damian Jones, and the Lakers' 2027 first-round pick, top 4 protected, which the Jazz don't think will ever see Westbrook in a Jazz jersey.
Which I feel like we kind of need him to be in a Jazz jersey because we really don't have a defined point guard.
Yeah, definitely. If we got Russell Westbrook, might be a great thing for the Jazz because if he plays like he did on OKC, we're going to have a future star.
This is if he does not get bought out, which he probably will. But they do not rule out the possibility of him playing.
The biggest part of those trades were the Lakers' 2027 first-round pick.
Okay, we'll have a little bit more news about the trade later, but for now we're going to go on to the 3-point streak from Lauri Markkanen, which he has had 44 games where he's had at least 1 3-pointer or more.
Jordan Clarkson has been lacking from 3, but oh boy, he's been good in the paint.
Sometimes I wish Clarkson wouldn't even shoot from 3, but that is sometimes. But other times he looks so good from 3.
Yeah, he hasn't been that good from 3 lately, but I think he'll be able to become the flamethrower again.
I agree with you there. But he still didn't do too bad tonight because of the scoring in the paint, but definitely not the 3s tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Only a few more games, and then it will be the All-Star break.
In Salt Lake City, Post Malone's favorite place.
Yeah, that's a fun fact, which we really want to go to because we live in Utah.
Do you think Juan and Russell Westbrook would get minutes?
Well, the rumor still is that Russell Westbrook will get bought out, but I think that Juan Toscano-Anderson has a chance of playing. I kind of would at least want to see him play and just see how he does, and if not, then we don't play him.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him at least both play one game.
There was a thing that ESPN sent out saying that Russell Westbrook will take time to decide his next steps, though. So I don't rule out the possibility that he could play.
I know we're talking about the Jazz a lot, but we got to give credit to Jalen Brunson.
Yes, Jalen Brunson was amazing, but not just him. Julius Randle was also putting up great numbers, which I think gave him a massive advantage to win the game, actually.
Yeah, not just this game, but a lot of games.
Yes, both of those people have been performing at a very high level on every single game this season when they played. I also give credit to RJ Barrett.
Yeah, for sure. He proved that he doesn't need to get traded.
Yep, the Knicks have a pretty good team this year, so I wasn't too surprised when the Jazz lost to him, but it still kind of made me sad because the Jazz stuck with them all game.
Yeah, for sure. But let's talk about the trade grades.
Oh, you mean for the Jazz trade with the Russell Westbrook deal?
Yeah, that one.
CBS Sports rates it an A+ on the trade grade.
And ESPN rated it an A-.
Sports Illustrated rated it a C, which is the lowest grade it got from any professional trade analyst.
The Athletic graded it a B+.
And SB Nation rated it a B.
Same with Sporting News.
Most everybody rated it a pretty high trade grade.
And now me and Kaysen will grade it.
Well, it got us 15 draft picks overall, so that was good, but I don't know if it was good to trade for Russell Westbrook because I don't even know if he'll ever play. And the other two people are kind of just no names. And this required us to get rid of Mike Conley, so for me, probably a B or a B+.
We did have to give up a lot, but we did get a lot of picks, so I gotta go a B+.
Yeah, the part I don't like about it is all the assets we had to give up to get those players and draft picks.
Yeah, and I don't even think Russell Westbrook would play.
Subscribe and maybe we will get to go to the All-Star game in Salt Lake City.
And that will wrap up our podcast today.
Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more podcasts
in the future
or have any suggestions.
This is produced by your Sports Boys.
Over and out.